of the HIV/AIDS, or is this something else?
The illness spread rapidly throughout Milwaukee. Pharmacies ran out of anti-diarrheal medicine. Schools were closed, and absenteeism was at record levels in the business community. Marilyn Morchione covered the outbreak for the Milwaukee Journal newspaper.
For us at the paper, it was like having a serial killer loose for a medical reporter, because there was a lot of confusion, not a lot of information about what could be causing the outbreak. People were calling alarmed and concerned.
The primary suspects were Shigella, Giardia, Campylobacter, or Salmonella, common bacteria and parasites which cause these symptoms. But stool samples from the infected individuals were all negative.
We knew this was big. I mean, we knew a lot of people were sick. We knew a lot of kids were sick. We were beginning to get reports from hospitals that patients, particularly with immune-compromising conditions, particularly HIV/AIDS, were having very difficult times shaking loose of this outbreak. And so we were beginning to understand that this was, in fact, an epidemic.
And health officials had no idea what was causing it. Within 24 hours of the outbreak, the mayor of Milwaukee knew he faced a serious dilemma. No American city had ever faced this type of crisis before.
The concern in the health department was the beginning of, a real concern. What is this? How can so many people get sick all at one time?
City Health Commissioner Paul Nannis learned that stool samples from the sick patients were all negative. He had no scientific leads.
Knowing that for an outbreak of this size, as we were recognizing it was certainly large, it would have either had to be food, water, or air. There's no other common connector or vector that would have had occasion to make so many people sick all at once.
If the outbreak was caused by a contaminated food source, stool samples would contain the bacteria which caused it. And health officials could find no common food source that all of the sick individuals used. Food illnesses usually center around a common food distribution center, processing plant, restaurant, or grocery store. But one common element among all of the infected individuals was water. Officials analyzed the water quality records at the city's municipal water supply. But all of the water quality levels were within guidelines established by the Environmental Protection Agency for safe drinking water.
Everything that we saw told us that our process was working real well and that we were meeting all those state and federal mandates. We went back and indicated that to the health department, and they continued on with their investigation into other areas.
The only remaining element common among the infected individuals was the air.
We had initially suspected that perhaps it was some kind of fast